Days, good evening, how are ya? Welcome on in, so good to have ya. Let me get everything I need. There you are. Where's the other phone? Where's our network at? And shipment, how are you? Welcome in. I just realized, did I burn a ton of data last night? No, I'm good. Okay. Oh shit, I should do that too. Oh, yeah. Alright, let me get some water. Come on, water bottle up here. Alright. Oh, we're trying a new seating arrangement here. We're gonna see if this works. Puts me a little bit closer to the table. Go ahead and get this set up. Yeah. So I actually let me get something else. There it is. Oh my god. So one bad thing about sitting on the ground. I need a better seat for the ground sit, but yeah. So let me run ads. There we go. Ads are running. Ooh, buddy. And then, let me see what we got here. Let me put this phone right here. You guys gonna shake. Oh god, you guys are gonna shake a bit. Hang on. Probably should put this phone on earlier, but whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, there we go. How's the music? Music doing good? Alright. There we go. I'm gonna let these ads run for about another minute and then we will get started, y'all. I'll make sure everything's good to go here. Boop, 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 boop. I think the nighting's gonna be good. We're experimenting with a nighting thing, so we're gonna figure out how well this works. It's, you know, we're still working out the kinks of this setup here. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. About another minute. Make sure I got everything. Alright. Hang on. I'm not saying that, but I can bring y'all down right now. Yo, what is up, everyone? Welcome on in. How are you? How is everyone's Tuesday going? I hope everyone's having a good day so far. Or had a good day. I know not of us are at the end of the day. I guess if you're over in Australia, how's your Wednesday going? Because I think it's Wednesday over there already. Sorry, I'm getting a phone call on my other phone. I had to see if I recognize the number. I don't. But yeah, welcome on in, y'all. I know some of y'all noticed. Let me wait about 20 seconds here before we talk about it. But yeah, my day was good. You know, I'm at work. Starting to see some of the frustration build up a little bit with work, but that's okay. You know, a lot of it's just finding out information that I thought was one thing and now it's another, and I don't know. We, you know, as you all know, I've been in the training program for about 6 weeks now, right? And like the first 4 weeks were dedicated to like theory-based stuff, right? Just a lot of book learning, and this is pretty loud. Okay, you know, and so like that was easy, and then we started doing like OJTs, which is like on-job training. And, like, we kind of went pretty slow the past couple of weeks. Like, the past 2 weeks, we've been going pretty slow, doing all these. And then this week, it's like, oh, by the way, we need to get this done this week. And it's like, you want us to do all the, but we haven't done any practice on any of this stuff. You know, and it's like, I don't know, I don't really know what they're thinking. With how they do the final 2 weeks, it everything feels super rushed, like just straight up like, hey, we need to get this done, and it's like, why did we waste so much time on that stuff? Why, you know, basically we spent so much time doing this over here. And now that we're rushing to get this done, I'm like, I would have rather spent more time doing this stuff than this stuff. Because this stuff over here was all procedural compliance. Can you read a procedure? Can you follow what you're reading? Then you can do it. Like, that's easy. But all this, though, it's a lot more, like, experience. Honestly, it's a lot closer to what we're going to be doing in our everyday job versus what this was, and that kind of frustrates me. So we'll see what they plan on for tomorrow, and they, like I said, they're trying to get us done by next Thursday, and I'm like, I don't even know how the fuck y'all gonna do this, man. That's crazy, I guess. I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, I know some of y'all are curious. I know some of y'all saw this, our new Dungeons and Dragons mini, I read that backwards, mini dragon dice tower. And I'm gonna pop y'all down so we can open this together. Boop. There we go. Now, since I'm way lower to the ground here, it's gonna take me a minute to make sure I'm looking at my camera. Yep, there we go. Because I'm watching my stream on another phone, just to make sure, because I'm way low to the ground now, so I can't really see the screen up here anymore, because I'm down here now. I'm down here with y'all. Anyways, just gonna pop this open. I went to so the reason I bought this is because I went to a bookstore to buy this. This is a birthday gift for a friend. I didn't realize that this was coming off like this. I would have bought the other copy. That's okay. But I am going back to Portland, not this weekend, but next weekend, and this is my gift to my friend. Don't worry, she doesn't watch Twitch. At least I don't think she watches Twitch. I don't think she watches me if she does watch Twitch. So this is safe. So I got this for her. Really excited. It's a non-binary story game. Basically, it's a card-based storytelling game where you play the role of non-binary members of a family that believe only women transform into werewolves. This is a game about self-discovery and whether you can find or make a space for your authentic self within a family that might not understand you. By answering questions from carefully created prompts, we explore our relationships in gendered spaces and family traditions. And I know she wants this, so I sent her a picture of this like a couple months ago, and she was like, I want that so bad. So I'm like, perfect. So, got that for her. And then while I was there, I saw this, and I was like, you know what I really need? I'm tired of I'm tired of using this. Like, this is fine. But you know what? I want an actual dice tower. So, go and open this. So, you know, if I can grab the tape. If I can grab the tape. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna get a knife. I'll be right back. Give me a minute. I'll be right back, chat. Okay. Yeah. There we go. Got my little key knife. Very useful. This key knife gets so much work. I have to remember to take this key knife off before I go to the airport. Although I will say, I have lost probably 6 or 7 key knives. And I just never care because they're pretty cheap at, you know, Harbor Freight. So, but yeah. Let's get this open. It's small. It's, you know, it's nothing great and amazing. But you know what? Oh my god, does this thing light up? Holy shit, there's a battery thing down here. Hang on. Hold on. Let's fucking go. What? Yo. Hang on a minute. How do I get this on? Wait. I just gotta pop it on. It's gotta pop it on. I think this pops on. Maybe. Hang on. I'm blind. It's really hard to see. Okay, this is gonna be one of those things that once I get it on, I never want to take it off. Oh, there we go. I got it. There we go. So you can see our little knight right there. We've got it comes with a 20-sided die. So we're gonna go and pop this open real quick. Yeah. Oh, and look at that. The 20 is a dragon. I love it. I love it. Just keep the dice up here. And then when I'm ready to roll, just tip it in. Boop. Hell yeah. Hey, there's a 4. Oh no, y'all said 7 and 11. What was rolled? I had a 4 and a 16. We might need more night. Let me see here. Alright. So yeah, so that is our new dice tower. I do not believe this game uses dice, so this will not be seeing any use. The only disadvantage of this is to turn off the light, you have to take it apart real quick. So I think, hopefully this is just, there we go. It's popping in like that. So this will probably be something where I kind of put it in like this, I lay it in, and I put it because I definitely want the light on every time. So we'll put this aside. And we're gonna get to our game here. Oh, I need to take my meds. I'll be right back. Hang on. Hang on, man. Hang on, chat. Oh, yeah. Alright. I'm going back. I'm back. Whew. There's like some instruction. Oh, wait. What's this? Ooh. Ooh. What is this? Let's find out. The care and keeping of your dice tower. Written by Brenna Dinon. I don't know how you say that. But this is from RP Minis Philadelphia. Let's go. You want to make a 6'1" for NAFs? Yeah, do it. You received a dice tower. Hail and well met. you are now the proud owner of a miniature dice tower. As you can see, this dice tower comes with a companion, a tiny green dragon. How, you might wonder, did such a powerful and cunning creature end up here? Well, that is a story for another day. Lucky for you, this guide will help you understand how this dragon will assist or hinder your dice and highlight the importance of different roles as you explore the realms of Dungeons and Dragons. And do be on the lookout for a few dragon bites along the way. Don't worry, they don't hurt much. And the knowledge imparted might very well save someone's life during your adventures, maybe even your own. It's all a numbers game, is it? The roll of your dice, no pun intended, is integral to your adventures. They will directly affect critical aspects of your story or the development of your character. Whether rolling for your character's stats or recovering hit points after a short or long rest, your dice lead the charge. A dice tower offers an excellent advantage by focusing your rolls and keeping them from falling off the game table. However, this dice tower is a little different. The mini green dragon that has laid claim to this particular tower is a menace. Pay no heed to its size. Like all green dragons, it uses its influence for self-serving purposes. This type of dragon revels in its ability to bend creatures, especially elven kind, to their will. They have no qualms about using their powerful and intimidating presence to take control of your dice. Once the green dragon establishes control over you and your dice, they may find it in their best interest for you to roll well. You are much larger than they are. Wait, did I skip a page? Okay, yeah. A perfect vessel to carry out nefarious tasks on their behalf. Dragon Bite. Typically, red dragons are the largest of the species, with a wingspan of 60... Man, there's a lot going on here. Alright. Yeah, there's a lot. We'll read this Dragon Bite, and then we'll start proceeding to the game. Typically, red dragons are the largest of the species, with a wingspan of 60 to 150 feet and a body length of 120 feet. The smallest of the dragons are white dragons, with a wingspan of 40 to 72 feet and a body length of 85 feet. So this kind of just tells you about stuff. Oh, I could just read you the Dragon Bites. I don't really care about the skill checks. Yeah, just read the Dragon Bites, because these are cute. So, Dragon Bite number 2. Serving under the Dragon Queen Tiamat, chromatic dragons, black, blue, green, red, and white dragons are known for their cunning and selfish natures. Most are varying degrees of lawful to chaotic evil and are spiteful to all, even other dragons. However, metallic dragons, brass, bronze, copper, gold, and silver, are considered more benevolent and noble, answering to Bahamut, the platinum dragon. While some metallic dragons may hoard treasure or take it as a form of payment, they often will aid those who seek it out. Dragon Bite number 3. Dragons have different types of lethal breath that cause a variety of damage. Acid breath from the black dragons, lightning breath from the blue dragons, poison breath from the green dragons, fire breath from the red dragons, and cold breath from the white dragons. I think this is our final Dragon Bite. Dragon Bite 4. Did you know that nearly every dragon dwells in a lair and can impact the region in which it lies? For example, if you and your party are within 6 miles of a brass dragon's lair, you will find footprints in the sand that lead to safe shelter. And then last but not least, a new adventure begins. Being a proud owner of this miniature dice tower is not for the faint of heart. Your tower harbors one of the deadliest creatures you could encounter across all realms. We hope this guide provided sound advice and helpful information on how this tower and its tiny draconic inhabitant could aid your dice rolling efforts. May your rolls be successful as you press on against the principles of general probability, fighting foes, saving throws, and passing perception checks. And if you fail, name it on the dragon. That's cute. That is cute. I like that. So we're gonna put that away. Hey, I'll swap back over to here. And that was kind of perfect because today's game, y'all, that we are playing is a game called the Yawning Portal. And you might be thinking, Fiona, does that say Dungeons and Dragons? It sure does. This is a Dungeons and Dragons game. I'm not too sure exactly what goes into it. But it is, yeah, it's a Dungeons and Dragons game. So I'm really excited to try this one out. I am adjusting you guys real quick. Just trying to see if I can get this right here. There we go. I bought this from Barnes & Noble. As you can see, I bought it cheap for 10 bucks. So, I'm really excited to try this game out. Check it out here. I did watch a tutorial earlier today. So, I do like how they have this thing right here. But I'm also like, I don't think I need that. So, oh, that just comes off. Okay. Okay, so I got a sticker to tear off down here. Yeah. The DM asked you why you wanted to put a cow in the bag of holding. Oh man. Dragons. So you can feed the dragon, make him your friend. Oh, this is actually part of the board. Okay, so you pull this out. This goes over, because this doesn't come off at all. That's crazy. Okay. Alright. The bag of holding, that's the thing that can hold just about anything, right? Here's our Yawning Portal. I'm gonna need these pieces right here. Ooh. 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 Look at that. We got this, we got pieces, we got this white piece. We got a red piece. Oh, these are crystals. Okay, okay, yeah. These are all crystals. I like it. Okay, okay. So we'll bring this out here. Bring this here. This must be all the food. And I guess we want to... Ooh, actually, yeah, we want this. That's right. We're rich, chat. Alright, so... Now, after reading the rules, I think I can do a 2-player game. So if I remember correctly, this is the food. I'm gonna dump the food into here. Alright, so we have green vegetables. We have blue seafood. We have yellow ale. And last but not least, we have, well, not least, we have red meat. And we have potion of I don't know what this is called. This is a potion. So we'll put that there. We're going to pop these off here. I'll probably sleeve these cards up. Turn that off. Sorry about that. There we go. Ooh, a reference. Nice. Okay, so here's our reference cards. Could use that. By the way, how's everyone's Tuesday going? Y'all heard me bitch about my Tuesday? Hope everyone's Tuesday's going better. Okay, and so these are the action cards for each player. So, like, does everyone get the same cards? Oh, they don't. Everyone gets different cards. What? That's crazy. Okay, okay. Alright, so these are the characters. Let me see if I need to shuffle them. Ooh, what's this? What are these? Oh, okay, these are... Okay, I see what these are. And then do we need shuffle? Oh, yeah, we need shuffle. These guys are not shuffled at all. Okay, so before I start doing all this, let's start pulling out the rulebook. We can make 10 sets of the Power Fist. That's right. Power Fist, that's Avengers, right? That's like Marvel stuff. I'm like so far behind the Marvel universe. So far behind. Okay, I'm gonna take a gamble here. I'm gonna... Ooh. Wait. If I do this, would this work? If I do this... Or is there too much weight? Oh, there's too much weight on this side. Hang on. Sorry. I'm experimenting. I keep forgetting to fix something. Okay. There we go. Alright. Where'd the book go? Alright. Mr. Halfog, you might have to move, buddy. Alright. So here we go. Productive use of free time work to clean. Nice. Grocery shopping. Have to improve your exhaust setup for your next grill. Yay. I'm gonna look at trying like a window garden, maybe for some herbs. Let me see. Do they have a Sono setup here? Or is the Sono setup literally just you by yourself? What? What's the Sono setup here? Endgame, multiple night. That's final scoring, add VP. What? I mean, this is all open information, so we can definitely play 2 players here. Go to page 14. Where's page 14? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm just dumb. Let's do the time of year grow this time so it won't be as hot though. That's good. Hell yeah. Alright. Terms you should know. So we have victory points. At the end of the day, victory points are the most important thing in the game. That's how you win. We have the table. This is where heroes and food tokens are served, and this is where heroes sit. Food token. Items on the Yawning portals. Magical... Oh, wait. I guess each person would... It would make sense that every person gets one of these. Is that how that works? Oh, yeah. Okay. Duh. There we go. There we go. Now we put the rest of these away for now. And then I can actually probably just put the food in here. There's probably no reason to have the food anywhere else. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What's happening? Did I break this? Oh, I broke it. How'd you break, sir? That's okay. That's okay. This thing was like $2 at like Daiso. It's not an issue. There we go. Put all that in there. All right. Oh yeah, the big one here. We got perfect match bonuses. Enchant food potions, objectives. Hell yeah, alright. Let me see. How's this nighting gonna work? You working night? Do stuff. There we go. Alright, setting up the game. This is how you set up for a multiplayer game. If you're playing solo, go to page 14 for information. We are gonna play a 2-player game here. So we will assemble the table according to the number of players. Start with the 2 end pieces, then add an instant for each player beyond 1. So, let's go ahead, get this board set up, and see where the end pieces are. Whoa! Whoa, I figured out, okay, I figured out what the end table was. Okay, so these pieces just came apart like that, so Here we go. We got an end table. I'll make sure the... Wait. This how it's supposed to go? Yeah. Okay. Watch out, Mr. Halfhog. You're gonna have to move, buddy. You're gonna have to come on over here. Get next to Henry. Alright, so... I'm gonna put this one right here. And then we need a what? We need how many? Add an insert for each player beyond one. Okay, so for a two-player game, we need this right here. Here we go. So these are our tables. It's not that wide, which is good. Give me a second, guys. I'm gonna shift one of the nights. It's a little dark here, so yeah. It's gonna get a little dark for just a minute while I shift this knife over. Alright. Plug this in here. That looks a little bit better. Although now it's almost too bright. Alright, this will be fine. I think this will be fine. Alright. Now we've done that. Position food tokens, gems, and enchant food potions. So here's our gems. Here is the food. Sorry, because we'll go keep the gems. Well, let's get this off. Let's get that off the table here. We can put the food. We can put the food and the gems up here. Here we go. I'm gonna want to move. Ooh. These pieces don't connect in super well. That's okay. So we just need one quick reference card. We can put my phone over here if you're wondering what the hell this is. That's my phone. Okay. Sort the hero cards into 4 decks based on color. Shuffle them individually, then place each deck on a section of the cardboard with a matching symbol. Okay, so good thing I didn't start shuffling this deck, because that would have been a bad idea. Here we go. We're going to go to a flip shuffle, but I'll probably eventually, I will eventually, what's the word I'm looking for here? I'm going to sleeve these cards, because I've decided to start sleeving my cards, because that's, you know, very important. Right? You want to keep your games in, you know, a pretty top-notch condition. And, you know, shuffling your cards like that probably isn't the best idea. If that's what you want to do, but that's okay. So this will go here. You know, for all the Dungeons and Dragons stuff that I do, I've never actually played a game of Dungeons and Dragons. I've never sat down and actually played it, which is goofy. Because I've played, you know, my second favorite board game is called Lords of Waterdeep, which we streamed that one time on stream with Foxwalks, which was a lot of fun. Great game. For those of you who saw it, you saw We Don't Know Games pull off a huge comeback where I tried to take him out of the game, and he somehow managed to win still, which is crazy. He's so good at board games. Yeah, so unfortunately this game does not use any dice. So there will be no dice rolling with our new dice tower. Which, man, I should have taken a picture. I forgot to take a picture. I'll have to put everything back together and take a picture at some point. That's okay. So these cards represent characters. Actually, I'll finish setup, and then we will read what kind of the whole point of this game is. Give each player one action tile. So we've done that. So one action tile each for every player. Shuffle the objective cards. So here we go. We have our objective cards here, right? First to have 6 green, 6 blue, 6 red, 6 yellow. We can also have first to have 3 of each. First to have 6 of these, right? First to have 0 of that. First to have 7, you know. So we'll see what all this means here. We're gonna go ahead and give it a good old shuffle here. Almost bent that card. Don't want to do that now. Okay. And then we're going to flip over 5. So we're going to flip over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. So, first is 3 potions. I don't know exactly what this means. I'm assuming maybe it's this. I'm not too sure. First I have 3 of each. That's these things over here. First to 6, obviously that. First to 6, obviously this. And first to have 0 of that. No idea what that means either. We're going to figure it out. We're going to put these over off to our right here. Off in the corner. We will reference these throughout the game just to kind of remind you, you know, how we're doing it. And then we start to place the food tokens. So food tokens may be placed in any order. So look at the cards and notice a combination of foods on them. Wait a minute. Did I skip something? Okay. So food tokens. So we get 1 of each. So 1 green, 1 blue, 1 yellow, and 1 red. There we go. So you can see those colors right there. Food tokens may be placed in any order. So look at your cards and notice the combination of foods on them before you place your strike. Did I miss something? Oh, deal 1. Oh no. Oh, this game does have closed information. Oh fuck. Oh, damn. Guys, we can't do 2-player. Fuck. I just realized that there's a hand in this game. I didn't think there was hands in this game. Hold up. Let me see what the solo setup is. I think I'm going to swap over to a solo setup here. That's okay, though. Before we swap to solo setup, though, let's read. I forgot to read this part. So, adventurous eaters welcome. The glittering city of Waterdeep lies along the Sword Coast in the legendary land of the Forgotten Realms. Ancient and full of history, the sprawling metropolis is home to many world-famous landmarks, but none of them holds a candle to the Yawning portal. If you've ever played Dungeons & Dragons, you may have visited this tavern and inn yourself. If you haven't, then welcome. Pull up a chair, order yourself some food and drink, and meet a few of the inn's fascinating patrons. The Yawning portal is built around a massive well that leads to the labyrinthine dungeons of Undermountain, drawing travelers from across the Forgotten Realms. Veteran explorers convene here seeking secrets in the dangerous depths, while novices come looking for an adventuring party of their own. As a barkeep at the Yawning portal, it's your job to find your customers a seat, fill their orders, and connect payment, all while staying one step ahead of the competition. Feeding these hungry heroes is no small feat, but they tip that this meal is their last. And in this line of work, it might just be. Alright. So, once again, we're switching to the Sono setup because I didn't realize that there's actual nodes information in this game. Honestly, the cards should have given it away, but that's okay. That's the reason I bought this game was there was a Sono setup. So, playing the Sono game, it's a busy night at the inn, and you're the only barkeep working. Can you complete your objectives before time runs out? Here are instructions for playing the game Sono. The first time you play, write down your score on a piece of paper. That's the number to beat. Every time you surpass that score, erase it and write a new one. What the fuck? Okay. Setting up table play. Assembling the table using only 2 end pieces. So, we can actually get rid of this piece right here. There we go. I love how just 2 completely distinct, like, sides of the bar. It's just like... Actually, is there an underside to this? Am I being dumb? Nope. Okay. I love how this one side's completely dark and the other side's, like, not dark at all. Dude, this table is all wobbly. Give me a minute. I can fix this. I have the technology. Ah, it's not super wobbly anymore. Alright. Shuffle all hero cards into a single deck. Then draw 4 and place them in a row next to the deck. Okay. Here we go. So stuff is changing. Stuff is changing. We gotta shuffle all the cards together. Oh, that shuffle was a thing of beauty. I should just buy decks of cards and just shuffle for funsies. I really do enjoy shuffling cards. So nice. There we go. Alright, so we're supposed to draw 4, place them in a row next to the deck. We're gonna put them. Since I don't have the room, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Ooh, these cards are ace nightly bent. What'd you do, me? What'd you do, me? Don't bend your cards. Yeah, I'm gonna sleeve these out after this game. Alright. Place gems, food tokens, and enchant potions next to the table. Take 1 arcane or 1 action tile of each. So we've got our action tiles. Shuffle the objective cards. Draw 4. Place them face up, oriented so that the VPs. I'm just gonna take these, and I'm just gonna pick one, and that's gonna be the one that's no longer here. So. You. Alright. That card's gone. So now we have these right here. Once again, first is 3, first is 6. Really, these are just my objectives. So you get 3 of each, 6, 6, and 3 of whatever that potion is. So we'll figure out what these mean. Put them over here. You know what? Just because these are pretty easy to see, We'll put these right here. So this way y'all can kind of see it a little bit better. Place one food, wait. Oh yeah. Place one of each food token in the center of the table in a random order. Center the table. Meat, fish, beer, and... Come on, vegetable, where the heck are you? Here we go. Alright, so these are now in the middle of the table. What's different? When you're playing on your own, most of the game's components work as the same as in the base game, so they won't be explained in this section. If this is your first time playing, we highly advise reading through the multiplayer rules. Okay. So let's see how a turn works, right? Here's our quick reference card, right? On your turn, select one of your action tiles to activate. Keep it in front of you. Perform all actions shown in the tile in order. You may place a food token or play a hero card among other actions. 3. Flip your activated action tile when all actions are complete. Notice the additional actions on the back of the tile. End your turn. And then this tells you what we do. So, let's look at our green side. Right, so we have our green tile. Actually, do we have to put them in a... Do we put it face up in a certain... Oh yeah, the actions of the food symbols are face up. Okay, so this symbol means place a green token, right? So if I play this, I get to place a green token. And then this means draw 2 cards. So that's draw 2 cards. On the back, this means take a white diamond token. So I would take a white diamond token. However, I would remove a card. So, I don't know how that affects anything, but we'll find out. Right? We've got this. Obviously, put a blue food on the table, right? And any of these, you see these tiny snots right here? So the food can just go right there. I don't know what these are supposed to do. I guess I'll put them on here for now. We'll figure it out. This says swap food tokens. So if I wanted to, I could swap these two. And you'll see why that's important later on. And then this is play a card. And then on the back side, this is play an enchant food potion. So these are your enchant food potions. I don't know what they do yet. Over here, obviously place a beer. And this says take an enchant food potion. And then we come over here. This is play a card. And then this is exchange gems. It just says exchange gems. Is that it? Is there more to that? Remove. Okay, here we go. Remove one of your gems and gain 2 gems of any one color. There we go. I was like, I don't know what the fuck that means. And then last but not least, we have the red. Place a red food token. Remove a card, which is remove any hero card from the table, and you may play a card, so you play a hero card from your hand to any unoccupied space, and take 1 gem for each matching token. Okay. And then this side says, play a card, and then that is remove a food token. So, and I realized I could just come in here and actually read some of these. Let me see, make sure I didn't miss anything. Play a card. Okay. Cool, action tile. So, once again, how to play. At the beginning of the game, you must activate one of your 4 action tiles to use it. And you have to perform all actions depicted on the active tile. From left to right. Once you've completed all actions and resolved any played cards, flip over the active tile to mark the end of your turn. Actions must be performed in the exact order shown, and they cannot be skipped. So, this is very important. you have to be able to complete every action on your card, right? So right now, I don't think I could do this because there's no cards on the board. So this is kind of worthless to me at the moment. Which is fine. We'll put these down here. Because these will be our action cards that we use. We'll put the reference icon over here. Yeah, so basically you activate it. It says resolve a ham, so you put the ham down right there, as you can see. And then you get rid of a card, so they got rid of this. And then they play a card, so they play this card right here. And then you flip the action tile. So, pretty easy for the looks of it. Food tokens, hero cards. So hero cards, they'll have food tokens on top of them. So I'll take this one for example, right? So you can see that she has these food tokens, right? So when you match these, when you play a card, if you match those food tokens initially, you get like crystals. And then I think once you complete all the food things up here, they flip over and you gain like a bonus. But let's read up on them real quick. Here the Yawning Portal, all heroes, from halflings to hill giants, dine together in a relative harmony. Each hero features a different adventurer, and each of these adventurers has a class. You can think of these classes as jobs, but instead of bank teller or board game designer, nerds, heroes have jobs like fighter and wizard. A hero's class helps determine their effect, a special move that can help you or hinder your opponents. These effects are always triggered when the hero card is placed onto the game board, but before you collect gems and rewards. And so for many adventurers, gathering treasure is what makes it dangerous or dungeon delving worth it. Nice of them to spend some riches, don't you think? There are 3 ways to earn gems: seating a hero at the table, resolving a hero card effect, and triggering a perfect match bonus. So, what that means is for each symbol on a hero card that matches a food token in the row, you score a gem of the same color. So, for example, if I play her onto, say, this space, and for, just pretending, let's say that we have a yellow and a green here, right? Because she has a yellow and green here, I will take a green and a yellow crystal or gem into my supply. Let's see, white diamonds. So let's read about white diamonds. White diamonds, special gems that take on the color of whatever gem you choose. Whenever you receive a white diamond, it must immediately be allocated and added to a group of gems. A white diamond's color cannot be changed once assigned. And you earn a white diamond as part of a perfect match bonus. So, the perfect match is when you match all 3 of their foods. So, when all symbols at the top of the hero card match perfectly with any section of the food row, a perfect match bonus is triggered. As you can see, this dragon wants beer, veggie, and food or fish, and he gets all 3. You only need to match what's above, so ignore any spaces in the row that appear blank on the card. If a hero's PMB isn't triggered when the card is played, it remains face up, allowing to do it later, blah blah blah. Okay, so the player who triggers the perfect match immediately receives all gems and or actions in the card's perfect match bonus section. The perfect match bonus section is this thing up here. Let me double check that. Yeah. But they do not earn the gems from the top of the card. Wait. Oh, I see. Okay, so you only get the gems when you put a card into play. I see, but if you get the PMB, you get that reward. Okay, I see. I'm starting to see this. Enchant food potions. Let you magically claim a perfect match bonus without doing any of the work. If you have an enchant food potion, you can play it onto any face-up hero at the table using the action on the back of the Quippers and Chips action. You immediately claim the perfect match bonus, but you do not flip the card over, meaning that it can still be in play, and the PNB can be claimed again by swapping tokens. Each hero card may only have one enchant food potion, so once you enchant food potion someone, they can't be enchant food potioned again. But you could enchant food potion someone and then hit them with a perfect match. Earning a perfect match by swapping tokens. When you use the swap tokens, it might result in a perfect match. Okay. Objective cards. Okay, so as soon as you complete an objective, you claim that card and put it in front of you. Okay. Alright, so let's go to the, let's see. When does the end game start? When both Ensnots in the row are filled with a token. Oh, the end game begins. So once all the food fills up, then it's game over. Alright? And then last but not least, let's look at what's different. So, drawing cards. You don't have a hand. Instead, heroes line up and wait for a seat. So, right here. When an action or PNB allows you to draw cards, slide the 9 down and place the new card closest to the deck. Oh, slide the 9 down. When you use... Oh, wait. When an action or PNB allows you to draw a card, slide the 9... Oh, you just add... Oh, man. We're going to have to make another room here. Seating heroes. When one of you... Move the hero card from the front of the 9 to any available spot on the table. So, realistically, I'm only going to see 8 heroes. Which is a bit of a bummer. That's okay. And then you can... Objectives can still earn extra points, but you'll have to be quick about it. Have you noticed the X printed on each... Yes, I see it. In solo play, your goal is to complete the objective before the food token row reaches that X. If you don't, the card is removed, and these cards can no longer be scored. What do you mean by that? What? I don't even know what that means. Why would I put it... See, the one thing I don't understand is they put it in the center of the table, but for some reason the fish isn't, like, on anything. Wait, did I mess something up? Oh, I did mess something up. Hang on. Hang on. Oh, I see. Okay. These actually go here. Oh, I see how this works. Orange is the VP symbols on the left side. Okay, I see what's happening. So, when the food, as we put the food out... Let me see something, hang on. You have to complete the objective before the food token row reaches that X. Uh-huh. So wait, when I can play a food token, I just play wherever I want. Right? Okay. You know what? I might be able to... I think we can do a 2-player game. Alright. We'll do one-player game, see how it goes. And then I've got an idea to do a 2-player game, which will make it more fair. So, let's go and start this game. Let's see what I can do here. So right now we've got this guy. who does 2 meat and a fish. So what I'm thinking here is we should we need another meat here. I can't do that without this, which means I need to remove a card. I don't know if I can just remove the bonus cards. Surely I should be allowed to do that. Also, I want to know what these bonus cards do. Is there something that tells me what these bonus cards do? Interesting. Okay. I don't want to put... Do I want to put a veggie here? Yeah. So, I'm going to play this card. I'm going to play a vegetable. And we're going to put that veggie right here. So, I'm going to put that veggie there. And I get to draw 2 cards. So, we're going to draw 2. I'm going to put these right here. Okay, so I get to flip this. Next, we're going to... That's play a card, right? Yeah. So, I'm going to play this blue card. I'm going to play a blue fish. So, we're going to put this fish right here. We're going to swap 2 foods. So, we're going to swap the green and the yellow. There we go. And then, we're going to play a card. We play this guy. And we are going to get the... We're going to put him right here. And because it's red and blue match, we are going to take a red and a blue token. So, we're going to get a blue. We're going to get a blue token right here. We're going to get a red token right there. Alright, so now I flip this over. Ooh, that allows me to get a potion. Okay. Oh no, that allows me to play a potion. Okay. So let's do this. Let's play this beer. So I'm gonna get this beer. I'm gonna put this beer right over here. And this enables me to take a potion. Flip this back over. And now I can play another card here. So I'm actually going to shift everyone up a little bit. Here we go. So next up is this guy. Looks like he could be useful. Ooh. Okay. Dude, this person's got a lot of meat. I don't have a good way to get meat on the board right now. Alright. So I'm going to play this card right here. I'm going to play the yellow one again. This enables me to play a card. So I'm going to play this guy. And he's going to go here. I'm going to put him over there. Because he's got 2 beer up here. He matches one of the beers. So that enables me to take 1 yellow token. And then I can trade in any one to get 2. And so based on this, I'm going to turn in the yellow one. And I'm going to get 2 blue. So I'm going to grab 2 blue here, just working our way towards this first to have 6, you know what I mean? Alright, so I flip this back over. Can I remove a card that's already been flipped? You may not remove the last token of any color. Oh, that's a food token. Okay, yeah, I can remove any card. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna play this. So this enables me to play my potion, which I'm gonna use to claim. I'm gonna go ahead and claim the yellow. And now I'm gonna play the fish. I'm gonna play my fish card here. I'm gonna play the fish card one more time. Yeah, we'll just play the fish card. So I gotta take one of my fishies. And we'll put this fish over here just to buy myself a little bit more time. And then I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna swap a food here. So we're gonna swap these. So this will allow this to complete. And because these two are now completed, I can get a yellow token. So we're gonna get ourselves a yellow token. Oh, I forgot that there's a, I forgot they have these. Do I gain the effect when he comes into play? Shit, okay, so actually this, I forgot, this troll gives me one of these. So I actually have a potion. You may remove any face-up hero card. I don't want to do that. So anyways, we're going to go and put him face down. What does it mean when he's face down? At the end of the game, you multiply your gems by the number of visible VP symbols with the same color. Ah, I see. Okay, okay. So, once we swap, now we play a card. I'm going to bring this one into play here, who has 4. Which, not very helpful. She's probably going to be one of the cards I remove. We're going to put her over here. She'll take a red for me. Thank you. And so now we flip this over. I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to activate this card. I'm going to take a red. I'm going to take a red right here. And we're going to put this red right here, right at this table. And that will fulfill this one right here. So that's going to give me that's going to give me one red token because of that. And now he flips. And then I have to remove a card. What does your effect do? Oh, is that 2 crystals? Oh, yo! That's 2 crystals. Hang on a moment. Hang on, I'm gonna rewind. 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 Hang on, I'm bad at this game. I just read her effect. I'm actually going to do this first. I'm going to play this card. I'm going to activate my potion. I'm going to put this potion on her. And when you do that, I get to gain 2 of these. Yep, I gain 2 of these. So I'm going to put these as blue. So I have 5 blue now. 2 yellow, 2 red. Right, so I'll separate them out here so you can see them a little bit better. Alright. And now I'm going to activate this. So we're going to get that meat back. Now we put the meat. Now I get the red. Now I flip him over. Now I remove a card, which is going to be this one. So we're going to remove this. So that's out of the game. And we play a card. So we're going to play a card. We're going to play this one right here. And when she comes to play, I get 1 green. Nice. Okay, okay. And this flips over. Ooh, play a card and remove a food. That could be smart. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'm gonna activate this. I'm gonna put a fish. I'm gonna put a fish here. So this goes away because it hit the X. So that's now gone. I'm gonna activate the swap food. So, hang on a minute. Okay. So I'm gonna swap these two, just like that. Wait. Is that how I wanna swap it? Let's swap it like... I'm trying to figure out how I want to swap this. Let's swap it like this. Yeah, there we go. Swap it like that. And now I get to play a card. So we're going to play this person. You may move 1 food token to an empty space in front of this hero. Oh, wait. Empty space in front of this hero. Oh, wait. I didn't even see that. So hang on a minute. So I can just go... Hang on. I can make this work. I can make this work. How do I make this work good? How do I do this? So wait, what if I did this? What if I... No, I can't make this work good. This isn't gonna work because everything's the same. So it doesn't even matter. Hang on. Let me try to do this right. So yeah, we're gonna swap this and this. Yeah, we're gonna swap these. There we go. There we go. Okay. And then we're gonna play a card. She says that you may move any 1 food token to an empty space in front of this hero. There are no empty spaces, unfortunately. So, yeah, so that's where that's gonna go. And then, because she comes into play, I get the red and the blue. Because I got the red, we got the blue match. Which means I now have 6 blue. Which means I take this card. So this adds to my score. And I get her bonus because I completed the red and the blue. So I get a clear token. And I'm gonna add that clear token to I'll add that to the green. Oof. Add that to the green one. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so this flips over. She flips over. Alright. We need to draw some cards. Where's all my drawing? Oh, it's over here. Draw power. Bruh. Holy shit, I need more cards. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to activate this. This enables me to take a crystal right here, which you can add to anything we want. So we will add this crystal to... We'll make this crystal yellow. And then we can remove a card. Oh, we have to remove a card. So I don't necessarily want to remove her, but I don't have a good way to finish her. That's a problem. I don't want to remove the blue to red, because that's going to be good. So we're going to remove the yellow. We're going to remove this card right here. Alright, so now we flip this. And this enables us to put more cards out. I'm going to activate this card right here. I'm going to activate this yellow. So we put a yellow out on the board. I don't want that to... Well, honestly, this needs... We can put a yellow here for now. And this enables me to add a potion to my hand. So here's our potion. Put our potion right there. So that flips. And now, I'm going to activate this. I'm going to activate my blue card, which enables me to play that potion. I'm going to play it on her, which enables me to draw a card. So that card just gets flipped. I'm going to put it over to here. I should be reading these cards, and I'm not. But it gives me one of these, which once again, they can be any color they want. So I'm going to put that here in the green pile, which enables me to connect this card. First, to have 3 each. I have 3 of each. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get to 6. I don't know if that's going to happen. Because there's not too many salad people over here. Not the dragons. Alright. Let's see. What are we going to do here? So the game ends once you fill up the tables. So... I'm actually going to remove a card. I'm going to play a card. Oh no, I have a better idea. I know what I'm going to do. Oh, I don't have a way to remove cards right now. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Because if I can remove... Give me a minute here. I gotta think how I want to do this. Oh, almost everything requires me to play a card, and that sucks. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna play this. I'm gonna grab a vegetable. I'm gonna add 2 more cards in here. Flip this over. And then we are going to we're gonna play a fish. So I'm gonna grab this fishy. I'm gonna put him right here, which causes this to disappear. Unfortunately, that's okay. We had to swap 2 foods. So I'm going to swap this vegetable with... Ooh, buddy, hang on a minute. Let me see. No. Oh, I got an idea. I'm gonna swap this with that. I know, it seems like I'm not doing anything. It's crazy, I know. And then we're gonna play a card here. So we're gonna play this guy. So, meat, fish, that. Which, we have a meat, a fish, and a veggie. So we get a blue, a red, and a green. So we can add that to our pile of gems. We're nicely building up our gems here. In fact, I'm gonna put some of these gems out of the way here. Alright. Let's see, so you come over here. I'm going to I need to remove a card. So I'm going to play this. I'm going to play my green. This will allow me to connect a yellow token or a clear token, which we're going to put that into blue because at this point, I'm just trying to build up as much score as possible. And I'm going to remove a card. That card being removed is going to be our Dwarf Barbarian. So she's gone. So that flips back to this side. And then, I'm going to activate this yellow card. And this allows me to play a card. Actually, wait a minute. I almost like this one better. I would need to get my hands on a potion. Ooh, okay. I got an idea. I have an idea. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play this card right here, which allows me to play a card. So we're gonna play the Dragonborn Monk. The inn had never seen a monk so dedicated to his path. Because he comes in, I must draw 2 hero cards. Keep one and remove the other one from play. So we're gonna draw these 2. We have the Halfling Monk. She only stopped meditating when it was time to take a bite. And the other one, a Elf Druid. Best thing about Wild Shape, the omnivorous diet. So I gotta pick one. They look very almost like the same person. What do we got on the board? You're better, almost. Yeah, you're not better. You're not better, actually. You're better. We'll put you in, remove you from the game. Okay, and now I gotta remove a food, so we're gonna remove this fish. So this fish getting out of the game. So that flips our red card. And now I'm going to play this card, which enables me to play a card. So we're going to play the Bugbear Ranger. These greens are a bad joke, right? So we're going to put him here. And his effect is, you must flip one of your inactive action tiles, which is perfect because I want to flip the blue one to the side. And then I also get a red gem and a yellow gem. So I get a red gem and a yellow gem. And then I get to discard one color. So I'm going to discard a green because we don't need that. And we're going to add two blue. Just going all the way with blue. We're going for it. Alright. So on this next turn, I want to he's coming in next. Yeah, let's do it. We're gonna activate the fish. So this enables me to put the fish right here, which completes him because it's blue, red, blue, blue, green. I have red, blue, blue, green. So I'm gonna connect a blue token or blue gem, and I also get a potion. So let's get a potion, and now he flips over. Good job, Siribot. You're so good. Alright, we still have to swap food. So let's swap some food around here. The beer is fine. Just trying to think of where I'm gonna put people and things. Can't put something here, that sucks. I guess I should just swap. I could just swap these two. Probably. There's not a whole lot to do here. We've only got a couple turns. We've only got like 4 turns left. Because once you fill up all the spaces, you're done. Okay, and now we play this guy. So his effects, you must draw 2 hero cards. Keep one and remove the other from play. So we're going to put him over here. Activate his effect. We draw 2 cards. Ooh. You may remove 1 hero card from your hand if you draw 2 cards. Or this person. Let's see what we got here. You may move one food token to an empty space in front of this hero. Okay, not a lot of empty spots right now. I think I'm going to take this one. I'm going to put him over here. We move that one out of the game. And then we connect a yellow token. Because we match that yellow. So now this flips. Ooh, I can't put a potion on someone. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to activate the potion. So I'm going to take this potion. I'm going to put it on this person. And this potion enables me to activate for a clear token. So we're going to take that clear token. We're going to bump that over to here. And we get another potion. So we get to replace that potion with a potion. Let me see here. We're gonna take this beer. We're gonna get a beer. Alright, we're gonna put the beer right here, which will complete this guy because he has a red and 3 beer. So we're gonna grab ourselves a yellow. And so he flips, and we get another potion. So we're just trying to get quite a few potions here. Let's see what we've got. The question is, do I have enough to win? I can at least get him flipped, that's for sure. So that's what we're gonna do. So actually, this flips. I'm gonna play this card right here. So we're gonna activate we're gonna take a blue. We're gonna take a blue fish. I'm gonna put that fish right over here. We're then gonna swap 2 food tokens. So I'm gonna swap this beer with this veggie. There we go. And then we play a card. You must draw 2 hero cards, keep one and remove the other from play. So we're gonna put her... I'm gonna put her here. There we go. So we're gonna activate her effect first. Ooh, we're almost out of room, so we're gonna have to remove someone if we want to make this happen. Question is, oh man, can either of you finish over here? No, that's not good. Oh yeah, I flipped this. Okay. It doesn't really matter because I only have 1 left. Unless I remove a card, I could remove the green. The green guys are pretty worthless right now. Let's go with this guy. He has less stuff to fill. Let's see. So we only have 2 more food spots left. Which isn't great. So let's do this. Let's... Let's activate this. So we're going to use one of our potions to... Oh, wait. Now we're going to activate one of our potions to go over here and get us another crystal, just like this. We'll throw that in the blue section. Just a real stocking up on blue here. We are going to activate a... I'm going to activate a green. So this enables us to throw this right here. Which completes this guy. Because we have yellow, green, blue to his yellow, green, blue. So, he flips over. And we get another crystal. And we're going to go and add that to the yellow. Because at this point, both of them are kind of helping each other out. Actually, at second thought, we should just go entirely all blue. We're just committing to the blue right now. And then we draw 2 cards, which once again doesn't really help me at this point. Because we're pretty much at the end of the game here. Ooh, I could do this. I don't even have that much green. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to activate this green one again. We're going to take a crystal once again. We're going to add that to the blue pile. And we get to remove a card. So I'm going to remove... I'm going to remove one of these greens because they're not very useful to me right now. Oh, I already did this one. Oh yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Honestly... You. I'm gonna remove you. There we go. So he's out. I'm gonna activate this. Yeah, I'm gonna activate this. No, wait. Here's what I'm gonna do. Sorry. I'm not gonna remove him. I'm gonna remove her. And then I'm gonna play this. So that's enables me to play him. And then I can trade 1 crystal. I'm gonna trade in one of these for 2 yellow ones. I'm realizing I should have gone heavy into yellow because I'm about to complete a yellow. And then, last but not least, I'm going to play this card right here. I'm going to activate my blue. I'm going to put a fish down right here. So this is the last turn of the game. We're going to swap this beer with this green, which completes this guy. And so because I complete him, I get a crystal, which goes into my yellow pile. And I get a potion. So I'm just going to take this potion back. And then, for the final turn, we are going to play this guy. He got some blue and a yellow. Which, guess what? Blue and yellow. Good to go. So we're going to go ahead and grab the blue and the yellow. And, because he's completed... Oh wait, you may reveal 1 hero card from your hand if you do score the PMB and remove the hero from play. So I'm actually going to do that now. I'm going to score this one. So this gives me +1 card, which once again doesn't matter. But I do get another one of these, which I can add once again to the yellow pile. And now he flips. Oh, and I get the +1 card, which once again doesn't matter. And that's gonna end game 1. Now I will say I scored a greedy high in this game. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to beat it next game, but let's go ahead and see how the end game scoring works. So final scoring. Now that the game is all over, all players sum up their victory points. Multiply the number of gems of each type that you have by the number of visible card backs of the same gem that are on the table. And the hero card deck for a gem card is depleted. Use the symbol for that gem that appears on the board when determining the gem value. So I just had to just take these two multiplied by how many blue I have. These three multiplied by how many yellow I have, and then this one and green multiplied by how many. Along with endgame bonuses and any VP earned from objective bonus. Oh, there's endgame bonuses? Oh, I don't think I get those endgame bonuses. Let me see if no endgame scoring is the same. But instead of determining the standard endgame bonuses, simply award yourselves 3 VP for each set you collect. What, each set of gems? The fuck? Is that what that means? Okay, yeah, so I just get 3 points for every set that oh my god, okay. So, let's go ahead and get our calculator. So, let's see how many blue tokens I have. We could get that one separated here. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So we have 2 blue, so 16 times 2 is 32 points. Plus, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 times 3. So, plus 33. And then we had 1 of each, so we get plus 2. And plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 red. And then, because we have only 2 green, which means we have 2 sets, we get an additional 6 points. And last but not least, we add up our bonuses, so 5 and 10. And so that is going to be 89 points for a Sono game. Not bad. Not bad. I don't know if I can beat that. But I do want to try a 2-player game. I think I have an idea. It's going to be using the same idea as this. Except I think it's going to be just a shared hand. I think that's what we're going to do. So we're going to set up for a 2-player game, chat. This is going to be crazy. We're going to do it. I know how to do it. So for the Sono game, we got 89 points. I presume that's pretty good. In this game, your goal is to actually score better than your last game, if able. So yeah. But we're gonna set up for a 2-player game. It's gonna be slightly altered. So if you buy this game, do not play a multiplayer game the way I'm about to play it. However, I'm sure you could. It wouldn't be an issue. Alright. Make sure everyone's in the correct direction here. Yeah, I like this game. This is fun. Like I said, we're gonna attempt a 2-player game using a variation of the Soto rules. Just because, like, I cannot play this game with closed information. However, if we just make everyone have a shared hand, then we'll be good to go. And I think instead of 4, we'll start with... So I'll show you how we're gonna do this. So I get everyone nice and shuffled here. There we go. We need 1 extra layer here because we'll go on 2 players here. We can take this out of here. We'll put player 1 over here. We'll put player 2 over here. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. To make maximum room, I'm actually gonna take I'm gonna get this phone out of here. Because I need these up here. This is going to be the shared hand. There we go. Alright, so this should work. I think we've got it. I think I've got an idea. So basically, the way this is going to work is there's going to be a shared hand. And... Both players are going to be able to play off of it. So this will enable me to play, you know... like I said, this is not how you're supposed to do a 2-player game. But... kind of hard to be objective when you know information in a closed information game, so... Alright, so... We're going to get these 5. So, these 2 players are competing for the first to have 0. I don't even understand how this card works. First to have 0 cards in hand? Okay, we're going to sub that out because I think that's cards in hand. Obviously, we're using a shared hand here, so that's not going to work. Nope, that's not gonna work either. Here we go. First to 6, yeah, no. First to 6 green. First to have 3 of each. First to have 4 blue, or 6 blue. First to have 3 potions. And we're actually, you know what, we're gonna sub out. We're gonna sub out the blue. First to 6 of these. So this is what everyone's... These are the bonus points that they are competing for. And, so we are going to put these off to the side. So we'll put the first to 6 over there. We'll put the first to 3 right here. And we'll have each player kind of share as much room as they can here. Shift you guys over a little bit. Alright. And then we'll just have to do our best with spacing here. There's not a ton of space. Honestly, I just need a bigger table at some point. I don't know when that's coming down the table, but I definitely do need a bigger table. So. Alright, so we are going to flip over a shared hand of 6 cards. So we are flipping over the Hill Giant. His effect, remove all face-up hero cards on the opposite side of the table. We're going to need some more cooks in the kitchen. Alright, we're going to flip over Orc Wizard. I wonder if I could catch a fish with my mage hand. Alright, we're going to flip over Tabaxi Rogue. Watch this one. She's been known to dine and dash. Oh yeah, and then we need one of each, and we're just gonna just random. I'm just gonna take this under the table. I'm just gonna put 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. Those are going to be our starting spots here. Alright. Goblin Rogue. The rogue was famished when he walked in, but he always left full of food and fire. Alright. We have the Elf Bard. She preferred a royal court to a rowdy inn. And last but not least, of the shared hand, we have the Gift Barbarian. Hurry up and take his order. We can't afford to replace another table. And then if at any point we run out of heroes, we're just going to bring out 2 new heroes. I think that's the way we're going to do it here. You're using the standard folding table with a tapestry on it. Working great so far. Yeah, I want to get myself a folding table. Just so I can actually be at the same height as, give me a minute, so I can be at the same height as this table. That'd be really nice. Shows you how low to the ground we are right now. Alright, so obviously we're gonna do player 1 on the left, player 2 on the right here. Yeah. So, let's begin here. So, once again, the red card, pretty worthless, because no one has a card to be played yet. I think the answer here, I think the play here is to go with the blue card, just because it adds, you know. The drawing cards doesn't really help anybody. So, I think the way to do this, we're gonna play a fish. We're gonna play the fish right. We're gonna play the fish right here. I'm gonna swap the 2. So the fish and this are gonna swap. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have the fish go over here, and I'm gonna swap with that. So I'm gonna put that over there. I'm gonna put the fish here. Oh, we should have put it on the center table. Hang on, I messed up. This should have all gone here. There we go. Okay. Yeah, because it always goes to the center table and the wall up there again. That was my bad. Alright, so we're gonna put this here, and I'm gonna swap these 2. So put 2 fishes together. And then we get to play a card. So we're going to play this one. This hero scores double gems if placed at either end of the table. Oh, not at the end of the table. But he does go right here. He scores 2 blue tokens. So 2 blue tokens over to player 1. Getting off to an early lead here. And they get one of these. And you know what? They're gonna make this a... You know what? Why not? They're just gonna stick with blue. Alright. So this cat is done. He flips. So player 1 off to a strong start here. Let me see when the game ended. Is the game end the same? When both end slots in the row are filled with a token, the end game begins. Wait. Did I mess something up? When you play food, does it have to go in the next spot? I might have messed up here. Hang on. Oh, any new food token added to the row must be placed adjacent to an... I messed up last game so hard, chat. I didn't even read the full rules. So anytime you put a new token, it has to be added adjacent and goes out from there. So, oops. My bad. That's okay. Okay. You know what? Producer's like, you know what? 2 can play at that game, right? Player 2's like, I can make. Oh, we gotta flip this. Do we want to do that? Ooh, do we want to do that? That's a question. Yes. Here we go. Alright. So Blue's gonna play this card right here. So Blue's gonna take their fish. They're gonna put the fish right here. And they're gonna have that fish swap with the beer. And then they're gonna play this card right here. You may move 1 food token to an empty space in front of this hero. Alright, so they're gonna move that right there. And that enables them to get a yellow and a green token. So we'll go and give them the green and yellow token over here. And because they completed, they also get a yellow token. And this card flips. So player 2 coming in with their own play here. Alright. Let's see. So we'll go on the board over there. Okay. So, player 1's gonna activate their red card here. So this enables them to put down a food. So I'm gonna put a food over. I'm gonna put it right. Gotta be careful where they put this. I'm gonna put it right here. So player 1, putting it over here. Right, they're gonna go ahead. They're gonna remove a card. So they're gonna remove this one. Get that out of here. And they're gonna play a card. So they're going to play the. Which one are they gonna play? This one? Nope. Nope. They're gonna play this one. Says you may remove any face-up hero card. There are no face-up hero cards to remove, but he does get a blue and a red. So we're gonna go blue and a red. Alright. So now it's back over to player 2 here. Let's see. They're gonna go ahead, they're gonna place a beer. And grab a potion here. So let's see where we want this beer. That's not a beer. Alright, so they're gonna put a beer right here. Alright, so we'll come back over to player 1. Player 1 will also get a beer, activate a potion here, or grab a potion. I'm gonna use that. So they're gonna use this beer. I'm gonna put that beer right here. You know what? I'm gonna put that beer right here. There we go. deciding what I want to do here. This prevents food fights. Yeah. We're gonna implement an emergency rule here. If a player plays a green card, the other player may not access those cards until one full turn. Because it's kind of unfair to add cards and then let the other player get first access to them. So that's gonna be the new effect of the green card. Emergency effect. So they're gonna go ahead, they're gonna activate this. So they're gonna put a veggie down. They're gonna put this veggie over here. And that's gonna draw 2 cards, which will currently only be playable by this player if they had another chance. This will come around, so right now player 1 only has access to this. And then once it comes back to player 2, everyone gets full access. This prevents this from being a disadvantaged card in this open format. So, so we flip that over like that. Okay, so now back to player 1. Let's see. Player 1. Let's do this. Let's, I have like an idea, but I don't know how to implement this at all. Now we're gonna activate this one. We're gonna play a card and then get rid of a crystal. So we're going to It's not good. Yeah. I'm gonna play this one because she says this hero scores double gems if placed at either end of the table. So because she's being placed at the end of the table, she gets 2 green gems. And then player 1 can trade a gem for 2 gems. So we're going to trade a blue gem for 2 yellow gems. Because I have no trouble getting our yellow gems here. So that's going to flip over. We come back over to player 2. These cards are now in play. Okay, we got an idea. Here we go. Player 2 is going to activate their red card. So they're going to put a meat on the table. They're going to put a meat right here. Kind of coaxing, player 1 to make a move over here. They're going to remove a card. They're going to remove... Yeah, they're gonna remove this blue one. Wait. Is that what I want to do? Yeah. So I'm gonna remove this. So that one's gone. And we are gonna move this into its spot. This Orc Wizard He has 2 blue, red, and a green. And yes, you may remove 1 food token in front of this hero. If you do, move a token to fill that space. So, we are going to remove... It's a little dangerous here. Oh, that's dangerous. He doesn't have the flip option yet. Yeah, so we're going to remove this fish. Okay, so we removed the fish. And because we did, we move a token to fill that space. So we are going to shift this over. And because of that, he gets 2 red and a blue. No, sorry, 2 blue and 1 red. 2 blue and 1 red. Nice moves there. Nice move by player 2 to get some gems here. So back to player 1 here. Let's see what player 1's got up their sleeve here. Honestly, their best bet probably they're gonna burn a potion here, I think. Or we can do this one. Who can utilize this the best? No one. No one can. That's the answer. Everyone's in a bad spot. Alright. We're just going to activate a potion here. We're going to use this potion on him to get a crystal. So we're going to get a crystal here. We're going to put that in the red. Alright. We pass over to player 2 here. Player 2 could use a potion, or let's see. I probably should have had him start with 8 cards a pop instead of 6. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see if the 6 cards was enough. It might not be. Because I'm realizing there's so many playing cards. Yeah, we're going to add 2 cards in. We should have done that from the very beginning. We should have done that from the very beginning. We should have just had 8 instead of 6. So this might give player 2 a bit of an advantage, but also I think going first in this game is a huge advantage here. So let me see what this opens up for player 2 here. Oh man, not a whole lot, that's for sure. Not a whole lot, man. Fuck. Yeah, some bad, just not very good placement right now for any of the cards at the moment here. Honestly, this might be the best bet here. Okay, so yeah, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna play this card. We're gonna play him, Telfning Sorcerer. He didn't often associate with commoners, but the inn's food was worth it. And we're gonna put him here, which nets 1 token. And enables you to flip all inactive action tiles. So all the action tiles on this side flip. And we can trade in any one gem for 2 gems of our choice. We're going to trade in 1 yellow for 2 green. There we go. Alright, so back over to player 1 here. Player 1's going to activate this card right here. So I'm going to put a fish down. And I'm going to put the fish over here. And then they're going to swap this fish with this beer. Which completes this card right here. So, they get a Canary token to add to their choice right here. And they get to play a card. So, let's see what they've got here. They're gonna play this one. So you may reveal 1 hero card from your hand. If you do, score the PMB and remove the hero from play. We're just gonna reveal the top card. So they score a red token. And they also get 1 blue, 1 yellow. 1 yellow. There we go. Let's see what blue can do here, or what player 2 can do. Oh, player 2's gonna do it. Player 2's also gonna go and activate their blue. They're gonna play a fish. They're just gonna put that fish right here. I'm gonna put the fish right here. Yeah. Fish right there. And then they're gonna swap. So they're gonna swap this green and this beer, which now meets her requirement. And so player 2 is gonna get a crystal, which they're gonna fill under their red. And they get a potion. So I'm gonna nab a second potion here. Alright, and they get to play a card. So, let's see what card they want to play here. They're gonna play this guy. You may remove any face down hero card. You know what, they're gonna be nice. They're not gonna remove any face down hero card. They're just gonna leave them on the table. And, but they are gonna score a blue and a green. And there's a blue and a green. Alright, so come back over to player 1. Could definitely use some cards pretty soon here. So they're gonna go ahead, they're gonna activate this to get some cards out there, because there's not a whole lot they can do with what they've got on the table. So they're gonna place a veggie. They're gonna place a veggie right here. And they're gonna draw 2 cards. Once again, it's only gonna be accessible to them at this current moment. So player 2 cannot use these cards yet. Ooh, here we go. Alright. So player 2 is just gonna activate this right here. So they're gonna play a card. So they're gonna play this one. It says remove all face-up hero cards on the opposite side of the table. Oh my god. Every hero just got removed from that side. I'm not even reading these effects until they're played, so, you know, I'm kind of surprising myself here. But when he comes into play, he gains a green token, because we had the green match. So, green for them. And they get to trade in any one of their gems to get +2. So they're going to remove a green. And they're going to nab 2 yellow. Alright, so now these are in play. We come back over to player 1 here. Player 1 is going to... I think they have to do it. I think they're going to go ahead, they're going to play a card. And remove a food here. So they're going to play this dwarf. They're going to go right here. They're going to grab 2 yellow tokens. They can remove any face-down hero card they won't. They're going to keep those heroes there. And then we get to remove a food. We have to remove a food from the table. So we're going to remove... I'm gonna remove... I'm gonna remove this beer. Why not? Alright. Player 2, they're gonna go and activate this card right here. So they're gonna go ahead and grab a potion. And draw... Yeah, they're going to do a potion and a beer. So I'm going to put a beer in. Now we'll put that beer right here. That's smart. And the beer, we're going to go over here. Alright, and to get a potion, which enables them to take this one. First to have 3 potions. So that's theirs now. So, player 2 now has that card. Now we come back to player 1. Let's see what player 1 wants to do here. Player 1's going to go and activate this right here. They're going to activate this. They're going to add a clear crystal to their green stack right here, which enables them to grab this. First to have 3 of each. So player 1 getting their hands on that one. Oh, also, I didn't notice, but they also have 6 of this, so they get this first. So the only ones left are first to 6 of this, and first to 6 of green. So right now, player 2 is going to have to figure something out. And then we get rid of a card. So we're going to remove... We're just going to get rid of this guy right here. Yeah, okay. Blue's gonna go and activate their potion. So they're gonna come right here, activate that potion. Doing that enables them, so that's gonna draw a card, which is only accessible which won't be accessible till next turn. And they get 1 of these. And now they have to go. Right now they have to go for that green, so they're gonna just put that there. So now we come over to player 2 or player 1. Player 1's gonna go and add a potion to their hand and put a beer down. So I'm gonna put this beer. I'm gonna put the beer here. Yeah. No. Put the beer right here. Alright. And they get to add a potion to their hand. So they're gonna add a potion. Alright, so now it's back to player 2. Player 2 is gonna go ahead and they're gonna play a fish. And they're gonna swap some stuff around here. So let's see how we want to do this. If I get you. Nah. What about you? He's not a bad idea. Oh, he's in play too. So to be fair, I was looking at him and getting him on the board. So, hang on. I gotta put the fish in. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's put the fish here. Let's swap the fish with... Trying to see if I can really combo this one out here. I can combo it pretty close. We'll put this here. And then because this completes, he gets another one of these, which he's gonna put in his green pile. So that enables him to get the first to 6. Green. And we add a card. Once again, accessible next turn. This guy flips over because he's complete. And now we get to play a card, which we're gonna play this one. So we're gonna put him there. And he says you may reveal a hero card from your hand. In this case, we're gonna reveal it from the deck. And you score the PMB. Player 2 getting real lucky here, grabbing one of these. So player 2 is going to go ahead and put that on the blue. We're going to go to the yellow one here, right? We want to spread it out. And they also get a blue and a green. So they're going to get a blue and a green. And man, what a play by player 2. Player 2 really trying to make some magic happen here. Coming back over to player 1 here. See if player 1 has some action ready to go. See what they can do here. Player 2, they're going to go ahead. They're going to activate their potion. They're going to take their potion. They're going to go right here. It's going to activate for 2 of these. They're going to put it in one in the red, one in the blue. And that is going to give them the bonus card first to 6, as they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they have the advantage in bonus points here. But player 2's not out of this game just yet. Right? Don't count player 2 out just yet. Player 2 still in this game. We're going to see what they've got. See what they can do here. Let's see. What can we do? What do we got? Just trying to see the options here. There's not a lot of good options. I think what we're gonna do, still gonna activate their green card here. Put down a veggie. I'm gonna put a veggie over here. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Trying to get pretty close to the end of the game here. So once again, not accessible to this player or to this player just yet. They're gonna play their blue card. They're gonna play their fish. So I'm gonna move this fish over to. Ooh, what a play! What a play here. So they're gonna put the fish, which completes this guy. So that's gonna draw a blue token or blue gem for player 1. Flip that over. They're gonna be able to swap food, so they're gonna go ahead and swap these 2 right here. Bring this bear over, and then they're gonna be able to play a card. They're gonna be able to pick up this guy. They're gonna put him right here. And he has the ability to remove any face-up hero card, so they're going to go ahead and get this guy off the table. Because they don't want this player taking any advantage of that. So that guy is gone. And, because it's a 2 yellow, and they completed, so they get another yellow. So player 1, really trying to make a case to run away with it. We'll see what player 2's got up their sleeve here. Not a whole lot right now. That's not good. They're going to play a card. So they're going to play this one. Unless, wait. Oh, they both had the same effect here. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to use the Tiefling Warlock. She's going to go right here. Her effect says you may remove 1 food token from this hero. If you do, replace it with another token of any color. She's going to remove a blue and replace it with a green. That's going to get her two red and a green. And because we completed, they're going to flip. They're going to get one of these right here. Put that in the red, and they draw a card only accessible till not accessible till next turn. And then they can trade out 1 here. So they're gonna trade out a blue. I'm gonna trade out a blue for 2 more red. Alright, going back over to player 1 here. Player 1, not a fan of what they're seeing here. Alright, player 1's going to take a risk here. Player 1's going to do this. They're going to put a meat down. They're going to put a meat down here. Then they're going to remove a card. So they're going to remove one of these reds. And then they're going to play a card. They're going to play... They're going to play this guy right here. So this guy says you may remove 1 food token. It's got the same effect. And so he's going to remove 1 food token and replace it with a color of his choice. So we're going to remove the red token, replace it with a blue token. Oh no, move a token to fill this space. So we're gonna move the blue over. We're gonna move the blue over from here, yeah. There we go. And so that's gonna complete him. So that's gonna give it 2 yellow and a blue. And that's gonna complete him. Coming back over to player 1 here. This guy comes into play. And player 1's in some big... Or player 2, all of a sudden in some pretty deep trouble here. Alright, here we go. So player 2, they're also going to do this. They're going to do the meat. I'm going to put the meat right... I'm going to put the meat over here. They're going to get rid of a card. They're going to get rid of this card right here. And they're going to bring this one into play. And this guy says remove 1 food token in front of this hero. If you do have a token, move a token to fill this space. So they're going to remove this green one. They're going to move this blue token over. That enables him to get 2 blue and 1 yellow. Two blue and 1 yellow. Alright. We come back over to player 1. We got a couple turns left here. But you know what? They're gonna go ahead. They're gonna fill out some veggies here. Oh wait, no, wait. They have a card they can play. There's a better decision to be played here. Actually, they're gonna. They're going to. Yeah, they're gonna play a card. They're gonna play this guy. So it's going to be a green. We move all face up. There are no face up here. So you're going to get a green, a blue, and a red. Okay. Oh yeah, because they played this one. So they're going to flip that. They're going to give up a... I'm gonna give up a red for 2 blue, or for 2 blue. Oh, no, for 2 yellow. 2 yellow. Player 2, they're gonna burn a potion here. They're gonna use their potion here to come over to here. So they're gonna grab one of these, whoops, and they're gonna throw that one in with the blue. Alright, so coming back over to player 1 here. Running out of cards. We're gonna have to make some choices pretty soon here. So she's pretty worthless. She's only gonna net 1. Which isn't too bad. Actually, you know what? Player 2 is going to take that back. Player 2 is not going to burn their potion. Hang on. Player 2 is actually going to do this smartly. They're going to use their red card. They're going to play her. So this hero scores double gems if placed at either end of the table. So, player 2 is actually going to put her over here. Where she's going to score 2 green and 2 red, which is huge. And then they're going to remove this fish right here. Okay. So now we come over to player 1. Let's see. So they can't play red because there's no cards to be played. They can go for this and grab a potion. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put a beer out. They're going to grab a potion. Player 2, now they're going to play their potion. So player 2 is going to do their potion over here to get this one right here. I'm going to throw this in with the... So I'm going to throw it in with the yellow. There we go. Actually, they're going to throw it in with the red. Here we go. Yeah. Alright. Coming back over to player 1 here. Once again, they can't play cards. So they're going to go ahead and use their potion to grab a red. Now we're getting to the point where we can't even do cards right now. Alright, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna remove. We're gonna gain a crystal here. Put that in the red. And they remove a card, so they're gonna remove a yellow. And now green is forced to play this card. Or player 1's forced to play this card, so they can put a veggie out. So I can put the veggie right here. Bring out 2 cards. Cards not accessible to player 2 yet. Player 2, they're going to go and activate this card right here. So they're going to put out a beer. I'm going to put the beer over here. And they're going to get a potion. Alright, so these come into play here. Player 1's going to go ahead. They're going to wrap this game up here. So, they're going to play their blue to put a fish right here. And I believe everyone gets a final turn. Let me double check that. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to put a fish here. So this is going to start the end game. We're going to swap dishes. So we're going to... take this and this. Swap that. We're just going to complete this. So this can flip. Giving player 1 another one of these. And they get to play a card. So they're going to play this card. Right here. You may remove any face-up hero card. They're going to remove this hero to get them out of the game. And that's going to result in 2 yellow going over to here. And for the final turn of this game, there's not a whole lot we can do here. Player 2 might have a chance here. So we can't do the foods. Actually, this only leaves player 2 one option. They have to play a card. Which, there's not a good spot for this. Ooh, there's so many, yeah. Yeah, they have to go here. Which enables them to get a yellow token, or yellow gem. They must draw 2 heroes, keep 1, doesn't really matter. Eeny, meeny, Nike the bear. I mean, look at that bear. He's so happy. Alright. And then she gets to trade, player 2 gets to trade Wonder Gems. They're going to trade a blue gem for 2 red gems. And that is going to end this game. And now we can go to the scoring. Okay, so the way the score works, so we still have the same scoring from this. So we're gonna do player 1. Well, hang on a minute. Here's what we're gonna do, because we have to figure out who's got the most. So they're actually even on sets. Let me see something here. Alright, so since both have 4 sets, there's actually no reason. So 10 VP awarded to the player who has the most of any single gem color. So yellow, pretty clear here. Green, pretty clear here. Blue. So they actually split 20-20. So you know what? We can just ignore these bonuses, technically, because they got the same amount. So realistically, all we need to do is VP from objectives and VP from scoring. So let's get player 1 first. So we're going to take off anything that is not going to score. So these go away. So we have 2 red, 1 green, 1 blue, and 1 yellow. This might be where blue wins it. So let's go and count up. Yellow, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. 18, 21, 23. 27 plus 12 is 39. So 39 from the gems, along with 5, 10, 15. So 15 points. So 15 points player 1. And then, because they tied in both the most colors and most sets, so both teams are going to get 25 added. So they both get to, so 79. So 79 for player 1. So I'm going to put this right here. P1, 79. And now let's count up the score for player 2. So player 2, once again, we're going to count their red last. They got 3. Actually, you know, I should count their red first. So they had 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Times 2 is 26. Plus 4. Plus 7. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Plus 10 from their objectives, putting them at 57, and then they get the 25 bonus. Chat, player 2 coming in clutch with the win here. Player 2 is going to get 82 points. So that was a little, you know, that was a little crazy, right? Because we kind of had to invent a new way to play a 2-player game. If you ever play this game, you are gonna have your own hand. You're not actually gonna have like that open hand like what I did. I only did that so I could do 2 players and see how it kind of worked. But yeah, I really enjoyed this game. This game was a lot of fun. I'm a fan. I like the simplicity of the game, right? You just Like, there's definitely not a competition on the board to kind of remove cards. And just trying to get your stuff to stay on. So, but yeah, very enjoyable. Once again, I like the pieces, right? I like the little foods, you know? I like the art. The art on some of these cards is great. I mean, you know? Like, look at that bear and that hunter or ranger. And tell me they're not having a good time. They might be having too good a time. That bear looks way too happy. Look at him. So yeah, so that is where's the book? Yeah. So that is the Yawning Portal, Dungeons and Dragons. Once again, I was able to find this game super cheap at a Barnes & Noble. Honestly, if you're interested in this game, if you go to Barnes & Noble, this game might still be available. I bought this game. I went to a Barnes & Noble the other week, and they still had these games in stock for $10. So, if you want to get your hands on a board game, check out Barnes & Noble. They might have something cheap over there. So, and if you ever have any questions about a board game and you want to know more, feel free to shoot me a text and be like, Fee, I'm kind of curious about this board game. What do you think about it? So, yeah, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to find someone to grade out to. And in fact, I think I already know who we're going to. I think we're going to go to Sultry here. Because they're doing some retro. They're doing some Mario. Yeah. We're going to go to Sultry. Sultry TKQ. There they are. Hell yeah. But yeah, I just want to say thank you to everyone who popped in today and hung out. Shipment and Blaze, it was so good to have y'all in. And then to anyone else who was lurking, I hope y'all enjoyed. I hope you had a good time. You know, I really enjoyed this game. I cannot wait to play for the people and introduce them to it. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let's go ahead and prepare for this raid. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna do the raid from this phone. Next stream is going to be on. I don't know yet. I know tomorrow I'm heading into Santa Fe for a event. Non-streamable though. I'm debating going to Phoenix. I have a 4-day weekend, so I'm debating going to Phoenix. We're gonna see. They have some pinball stuff going on, and I would also love to hit up the Ren Fair if I can. It's just a really long trip back here from Phoenix, and so I just don't know. I don't know how much I really want to do that. Well, we'll see. I'm gonna make a decision by tomorrow, and hopefully, and then also next week we are going to Portland. It's official. I got my tickets today. I'm flying to Portland next Friday. I don't think I'm gonna stream. I will bring my 2 phones, and I will bring like my small streaming thing, but I'm not gonna go too crazy because I'm only bringing a carry-on. I'm not checking in any luggage. I'm bringing like 2 days worth of clothing. I don't even know if I'm gonna bring my Steam Deck, so we'll find out. Of course. And yo, let me give a shout out to Sultry TKQ because that's who we're going to here. Shout out Sultry TKQ. They are doing some retro. They're doing some Mario. They said they're doing some speedrunning, which is awesome. So let's go and get this raid started. There they are. starting that raid. There's our Siri bot message. And then we go and give y'all the sub raid and the raid 2. So there's our sub raid and our raid 2 message. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you bring that love and energy over to the Sultry TKQ. She's playing some Mario. Make sure you grab the raid message that applies to you. If you're subbed, you get the hedgehogs. If you're not subbed, get the wings. But then today, we're all part of the same prickle. It's just so much harder when I'm on the ground. They're gonna come give you the good old half hog waves. And y'all, once again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope y'all have a good night. Have fun over in Sultry's stream. She is an amazing streamer. I will see y'all over there. And I'm gonna go make some food or something. I'm a little hungry, so yeah, I'm probably cook me up some lumpia, some beefy lumpia, and then one of those banana lumpias, just to test it. Oh, and I need to get ice creams. I need to get ice cream. So, but yeah, I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Bye. Bye-bye. Henry, you just don't shake anywhere near as well as Mr. Half-Hog. Oh my god. Alright. I'm gonna turn this up.